Dear viewers and my dear learners, today we are going to learn some rules from assertive to interrogative. It's actually transformation. It's called transformation. We are going to do transformation of sentence from assertive to interrogative. So I have written down 5 sentences here, and these 5 sentences are 5 rules. So let's get started. So dear viewers and my dear learners, look at the first sentence. The sun rises in the east. So this is an instance of universal truth, and if you find universal truth in assertive sentence, to make it interrogative you have to actually make it negative and interrogative. So how to do actually negative plus interrogative? To make negative plus interrogative, at first you have to take extra helping verb. If there is no helping verb in the sentence, then according to tense we have to actually find out the helping verb. So as it is present indefinite tense, that's why the helping verb will be does. So at the very beginning we have to take does, and with does we have to write not with contracted form. Then the subject, and then the rest of the words. Rises in the east, rise in the east, and note of interrogation. So look at the sentence here, rises and here rise. As I told you, if there is do, does, did in the sentence, the next verb will be in base form. That is, after do, does, did, the verb will be in base form. So that's why here rises has been turned into rise. So in this way you can make any universal truth into interrogative sentence. So let's go for the second rule. So dear viewers and dear learners, look at the second sentence. The sentence has been actually begun with every, and here every is working as adjective as it is before man noun. Here man is noun, and if you find every before noun, okay, then it's called an adjective. So if there is adjective form of every, that time we have to write is there any. So if you find every as adjective in the sentence, write down is there any before, and then write the noun, and then take who, and according to tense take helping verb, as must actually indicate future. That's why you have to take will not, and then the rest of the word and note of interrogation. So I think you have understood the rule. That is, if you find every as adjective in the sentence, then omitting every you have to write is there any. Then you have to write the noun, and after that you have to take who, and then according to tense you have to take helping verb with negative form. That is, if the tense is present indefinite, then you have to take does not, past indefinite for did not, and must indicates future. That's why here will not. Okay, I hope you have understood the rule. So let's go for third rule. So dear learners, look at the sentence. The sentence has begun with it does not matter. So if you find it does not matter in an assertive sentence, that time omitting it does not matter, you have to omit it does not matter, and instead of this you have to write what though. You have to write what though instead of it does not matter. Then the rest of the words of the sentence. If we lose the game, and note of interrogation. So the rule is very simple. That is, it does not matter. Actually we have to omit it does not matter, and instead of it does not matter we have to just write what though, and there is no other changes of the sentence. Just write down the other words of the sentence and note of interrogation at the end of the sentence. So I hope you have got the point, or you have understood the rule. Now we are actually going for rule 4. So here in this sentence we can see never. So never, you know, is actually a word that indicates negative sentence. So as never indicates negative sentence, that's why we have to actually make it just interrogative, but instead of never we have to take ever. So look at the sentence, it's an instance of present indefinite tense, and that's why we have to take do before subject. So before subject we have to take do, and then subject will come. And for never, I told you, for never you have to write ever. So instead of never you have to write ever in the interrogative sentence, then the rest of the words of the sentence and note of interrogation. So I hope you have understood, that is never will be ever, never will be ever in interrogative sentence. And now come to the last sentence, rule 5. He said nothing. So if you find nothing in assertive sentence, then you have to write anything in the interrogative sentence. That is, nothing will be changed into anything. Nothing will be changed into anything in interrogative sentence. You have to remember this, that is, nothing will be anything. So according to tense, we have to take extra helping verb before subject, and before that you have to remember whether the sentence is affirmative or negative. As you know, assertive sentence is of two kinds, that is affirmative and negative. So if the sentence anyhow if you find negative, then you have to take just helping verb before the subject, and then you have to write the subject, and you have to write verb, and then that is as there is did at the very beginning, that's why the verb 2 will be verb 1, say. Then nothing will be anything, nothing will be anything, and note of interrogation. So dear viewers and dear learners, look at the sentences, and I am recapping again so that you can understand it better. So if we find universal truth, we have to make it negative plus interrogative, and to do so, if there is no helping verb, just take do, does, or did according to tense, as it is present indefinite tense. As you know, universal truth actually always indicates present indefinite tense, and that's why there is no actually talk of taking did. We have to just take actually do or does, as universal truth always indicates present indefinite tense. That's why does, the subject third person singular number, and so does. And to make it negative plus interrogative, we have to take not in contracted form with the helping verb, and then the subject will come, and then verb will be base form, as after does the verb will be always in base form, and the rest of the sentence note of interrogation. That's it. And the second sentence is, if you find every as adjective in the affirmative sentence, then you have to take is there any before omitting every, then you have to write the noun, and then you have to take who, and according to tense, does not, did not, or will not, or other helping verb plus note, and rest of the sentence and note of interrogation. And rule 3, it does not matter. If you find it does not matter, then you have to write what though, or you can also write what does it matter. You can also write what does it matter if we lose the game. And the rule 4 is never. If you find never, then it will be ever. And according to tense, you have to take the extra helping verb before the subject, and then subject, never will be ever, and rest of the sentence note of interrogation. And the final sentence is nothing. Nothing will be anything in the interrogative sentence, and before that we have to actually take extra helping verb before subject, and after taking helping verb we need subject, and then the verb 2 form will be base form, as after did the verb will be always in base form, and then nothing will be anything and note of interrogation. So dear learners and dear viewers, I hope you have enjoyed the class. If you enjoyed the class, actually follow my Facebook page Muhammad Ali, and you can also subscribe my English channel Ali's English Academy, That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching this video.